Surprise, motherfucker. Hey, how's it going? This is Venger Satanis, and today's video I want to talk about my new Kickstarter, which is Chartreuse Shadows. Put the link in the description below. Hopefully you check that out and back it if you like that kind of thing. Especially if you like the previous ones. And if you have no experience with Chalt at all, or if you just don't have the other two hardcovers, there's a really great deal if you want to go all in and get all three hardcovers. Then that's the most economical, and that would also help me out the most because I want to get as many books out the door as possible. Just because I want to spread my vision, my passion, and also because I want to get books out of my basement. So, but not just to talk about it, like, hey, this is a thing. I also wanted to go into a little bit of what's new about book number 3 of the Chult trilogy. So in Chartreuse Shadows, there's going to be, it's going to cover the previous two PDF products, Saving Chult and Chult After Dark. But it's also going to have, and those are adventures that I kickstarted last year, I think. But this new stuff that I'm writing now is a mega dungeon, another one, similar but also very different from the Black Pyramid. And someone asked me this on somewhere on the Kickstarter. Like, what's special about this mega dungeon, or how is it different than the other one? The name of it is Kremzam Irixam. And let me talk about the differences between that and the Black Pyramid. Okay, so you got old versus new. The Black Pyramid, everything looks pretty much new because it's made out of this extra dimensional black stone that is basically impervious, so it just can't be destroyed. So it always looks shiny and new, basically. So you don't get quite that sense of age. Unlike Kremzam Irixam, which it's one of the oldest structures of Chult. So it looks incredibly old everywhere. Everywhere there's like cracks and fissures, and it seems like there's the potential that it might collapse at any point. And there's going to be a random table for such things like that, for quakes and shifting tectonic plates and different weird things that can happen because it's not a stable environment. So all the rooms in the Black Pyramid are different sizes and shapes, but they're all pretty much the same. They're all pretty much like weird squares, rectangles, trapezoids, things like that. And they all connect through these tubes. But in Kremzam Irixam, you've got caves and caverns connected by tunnels, and you get a bigger variation on size and also just the terrain itself, which is similar to what I was talking about just a few minutes ago, where in the Black Pyramid, it's all basically the same. Every room, aside from its contents, is very much like the next room, just in physical qualities. But not so with the new Mega Dungeon. You have different terrain, you have different things growing in there. The dungeon or caves, just different levels of disrepair, or people have done different things because it's a more natural environment as opposed to the artificial environment of the Black Pyramid. What else? Oh, so the Black Pyramid is just one basic plane. Like there aren't levels. You just go from one room to the next room, and it's transdimensional. So um, it's a little bit like the TARDIS in that it's bigger on the inside than the outside. Um, but it also doesn't take place in like normal reality. So that way you can skirt around different laws of physics and whatnot. But with Kremzam Irixam, it's literally like just a multi-layered, leveled mega dungeon from level 1 beneath this lost city down to, depends on how far we get, level 7, level 8, and there's going to be a sub level as well. And so that's just a different kind of environment. There's going to be like stairs going down, or there's going to be like different ways to teleport down, things like that. So it's just a different whole vibe than the Black Pyramid, which is something I want to do. I want to do something like a little bit more traditional. And where the Black Pyramid was a little bit more random and more like Funhouse Gonzo style, I want this new Mega Dungeon to be a little bit more, I don't want to say realistic, but I want it to be, I don't know if cohesive is the right word, but it kind of makes sense. You go on level, say level 2 or level 3, like you go to different caves, and the progression kind of makes a little bit more sense than something that's just like weird batshit thing off the wall in this room, and then weird crazy thing in this room next to it. I wanted more. I don't know if realism is the right word, but I just wanted to make more sense, I guess. So the players could anticipate better what they would find, and then they could use one discovery in their exploration to help them with something else, like a few caves over. And then use different factions as well, kind of like Fistful of Dollars. Okay, that's it. I think that's my list. A lot of things are going to be the same. I mean, it's all already going to be Eldritch, Gonzo, science fantasy, post-apocalyptic. There's going to be humor, sleaze, post or pop culture references. So a lot of it's going to be just like the other stuff in Chult. But so yeah, it's gonna be the same but different. There's gonna be a lot of different monsters and magic items and NPCs and factions. So it's gonna be kind of the same and kind of different. That's the whole vibe I'm going for. Yeah, trying to get up to 15,000 so I can do another super fancy hardcover book, just like Chult and Chult Fuchsia Malaise. Yeah, 15,000 is kind of like the base price, and then it can be more and better, more expensive art and things like that. The higher the Kickstarter goes, so I'm hoping it can get to like 20,000. That would be awesome. That would pretty much pay for all of it. I wouldn't have anything out of pocket, so that would be great. If it just tops out at 15,000 and that's it, then yeah, I'm probably gonna have to put in a couple $1,000s of my own money, and then I'll have to scale back on some of the art. Maybe instead of getting really expensive, gorgeous custom pieces, I'll have to put in some what is it called? I can't think of the name, but artwork that you share with other products. My brain isn't working right now. Anyway, I would love to do as much as I can to make this as special and as big. I would like to go up to 300 pages. So that, oh yeah, all that costs money. The printing process and having it shipped to me and then shipping everything out, that's of course expensive. Everything is going up these days in inflation. So yeah, 15,000 would be really good. 20,000 would be fantastic. Anything above that would just be even better. So please tell other people. Thanks for supporting me. Feel free to comment down below, like, subscribe, because I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I think that's it. If you have questions, definitely ask. Yeah, I've been playtesting the shit out of this Mega Dungeon for a few months now, and I've been working on it a little bit at a time. I'm diving in right now because I'm trying to get as much written before GameholeCon next weekend as I can, because I'm gonna playtest a couple sessions of that at GameholeCon, and I will be prepared as I can. And I want to have the players to have as great an experience as I can. And also that knowledge that I receive from playtesting it will be invaluable to making it even more awesome in its final form. Okay, I think that's enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.